Welcome to Sacramento State Stadium. A high-caliber, high-noon showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Sam Houston State Bearkats and the Sacramento State Hornets. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Catching up with the Sacramento State head coach before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Bearkats will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. He'll start the return inside his 5. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future, it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watching this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Drives inside. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25.
And I think that was step 1 for this offense. You didn't want to start backed up, but you did on this first drive. Nice job getting that first down, creating a little bit more space. Now I look to see if they get back on script, maybe get aggressive and see what this offense does today.
Softened him up with a run, now to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time, the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Dangerous throw there that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
From the gun, it's Curtis. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
On the run, it's raining. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Running to the left. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Back to pass on 2nd down. caught. Sweet cut there. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Bearkats offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And let's take a closer look now at Chris Reed. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of his passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team. And he is option number 1 for this squad. Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Sets his feet. It's locked. Heaves it deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it down to 45.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Keeps it on the ground. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a 1st down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Wilson has it over the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient. And when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. It looks as if we have an injured Bearcat on the field. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. From the gun. Looking for the score. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
Well, this offense defense needed a touchdown, no doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. It looks as if we have an injured Bearcat on the field. Down in the play is their sophomore linebacker, a guy they can ill afford to lose. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run it. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The fake wants to throw. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield, it's locked. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Long way to go on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Looking for room. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this up.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Curtis. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. Turning it on. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. He'll set up to throw. Back's got it on the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
And it's something you learn as a pass rusher all the time, man. If I beat that tackle immediately, right away, there's usually a reason. They're wanting me to run upfield. He plays the screen beautifully. The defensive end stays home, sees it, makes a tackle on the running back, and prevents the big play.
They boot it away on 4th down. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Looking for running room. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some they haven't seen yet.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll need a bunch on second down. They go to the draw. Makes one man miss. Plows through the defense. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Luck. He's got the tight end. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Listen, at this point, at the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Wants to go up top on second down. Rush right in his face. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with third and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell.
Makes the grab and room to run. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Bearcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Reed. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Wants to throw one first. Bought a little time, lets it go. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Bearcats come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Needs it here on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Gets the back moving. First play of this drive. Got his man on the outside. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Motion from the wideout. Off the boot, looking for his man. Extending the play. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Out wide right, it's Williams. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run it on the counter. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught over the middle. It's Danzy. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. That is no good. There is a flag on the field, so let's see if this guy's going to get another shot at it. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Absolutely perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the book. 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the Fresno State Bulldogs. And it's USC with the lead right now in the first half. This has been a good one, a battle of 1-0 teams. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Sacramento. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
He'll put toe together and get this second half started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Sam Houston State head coach at the half. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
All right, Holly.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
On the ground with the counter. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And the Bearcats want to pick up the tempo.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Quarterback on the keeper. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Sets his feet. It's locked. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. The lead is now back down to 9.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, and they get him on the ground at the 20. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. The give. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking for space. It's Collins. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Leaves it in his belly. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
2nd down, going to throw it. The screen, he's got wheels. At the 35, he's open. It's a running room. Touchdown, Sacramento State. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Point lead, going for 2 here. If they get it, it'll be a 3-possession game. Looking to throw. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Sam Houston State's offense taking the field to start this drive. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, Dave.
Makes the grab in their space. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's locked. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got a man, it's O'Neal. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Burrowing for yardage. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Bearkats will call on their punt team. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Making his first move. He gets a block. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Cuts it upfield. It's Curtis. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down to the air. Out wide left, it's Moses. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Under pressure. Makes the grab. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Quarterback changing the play. Quick give. It's Rainey. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Gets it to the back. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy.
And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Bearkats offense out there to go on the attack. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Now they'll run the draw. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Makes the grab. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
The Bearcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Finds his man on the RPO. Touchdown, Bearcats! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Bearcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Right at the line. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, you go from perfect.
Strength.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Here comes the offense on second down. The run inside. It's raining. Nowhere to go. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Release to the back, and they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Punt is on its way. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. The Bearkats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Lets it fly. Finds a crease at the 20. There he goes. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
Well, it's a really nice job by the quarterback that time, working through his progressions, because the running back was not the primary target on that play. You find the check down, though, and when you get it to that guy, if he's even got a little bit of room, he's got the wiggle and the speed, and he's going to make something really positive happen. He did right there.
The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. To the air, it's locked. Doesn't get it there.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive right here.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wants to throw again. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Fresh center downs going to the air. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job
getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football. But here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Final seconds of the game. They can just take a knee and eliminate all of the drama.
And you're exhaling, too, at this point, because this was a hard-fought football game, David. It could have gone either way. At the end, it was this team that made the most plays, made the fewest mistakes, and they've earned this victory formation.
And by the way, there's nothing more frustrating in the world than playing defense when they take knees. Like, it's a helpless feeling. There's nothing you can do. You have so much rage inside of you. You just want to hit somebody so hard. And they're...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. They're all over it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Oh, I don't know about later. Yeah, good night, Barbara. I love you.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays. Guys deliver,
like
and they
5
get
minutes.
the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance.
I'm
As a
just
coaching
about
staff,
done.
David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.